Hi, Larry Kruger with another session of Ask the Expert. Today I'm going to talk about identifying problems in your relocation program and stopping the madness. Um, Fixing the chat show, if you will. Now, we're all coming off the summer, so it's a great time to actually do this because many of you still feel the pain of the summer. And taking action is an interesting thing. We usually don't do anything unless we feel some pain or realize that we will find some gain by doing a particular activity. Coming off the summer, a lot of people may have had some tough goes in managing their programs. Now, in a month from now, you'll forget all about it. And in 9 months from now, it's all going to happen again. So the reason why I'm talking to you now is to, if you have, or if in your heart of hearts, you feel that your program isn't functioning the way you want your program to function, this is the time to take action and go out and start trying to tweak your program, fix your program, or change your program. Now, an easy way to identify red flags, there's a great little book, it's been out forever. It's called The Ultimate Question. And basically, it talks about how you can identify any service issue you may have if you're selling products or services. But if you think about it, then you're in the relocation business. If you're a human resource professional, you are the steward of your program. Your transferees are your customers. And the ultimate question is basically, how likely is it that you would use or recommend the service to a friend or a colleague? And it's a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being good, 0 being poor. Now, even in your own gut, if you take a look at your program, how do you feel on a scale of 0 to 10 about how your service offering is being handled, is being offered to your transferees? Even to take it a step further, a quick poll to a cross-section of employees or transferees that you have moved, asking basically, would you recommend this service to a friend or a colleague, on a scale of 0 to 10 will give you a great indicator or pulse of your program. And really, a 9 or a 10 is the fact that it's running very well. A 7 or an 8 means there's an indifferent attitude towards the program. It was performed, it was okay. And anything under that is actually what's referred to as a distraction to your program. We actually had a young lady with a major organization come to us direct because she was told internally not to use the relocation management company. Now, as flattering as it was, it sent a monkey wrench into the system because at the end, the relocation management company was brought into the scene. She had already made, commitments to us as a mover, and on it went. We ended up doing the business. We didn't work directly with the relocation management company, but it was just all fixed internally. But that's the distraction that happens when the customers or the transferees are not satisfied. And you see this percolation happening, the water cooler talk. And if you're fairly close to your program, you will get a feel for the fact that it is not running properly. And with just a little quick survey in the field, you can quantify that feeling, or you can take it on your own if you're not happy. If you're not happy with how things are going, go out and look for an alternative service. I've talked about it before. We get caught up in orbits. We get caught up with the people we deal with on a daily basis. We feel the pain, and then family comes into play, projects come into play, work comes into play. Everything kind of surrounds us, and we forget about what we've just been through. And really, nobody wants to change. We hear about all this disruptive, technology. The fact of the matter is nobody wants to be disturbed. But on the same note, you are, if you're a human resource person, the steward of the program. You are the steward, if you will, of the culture within your organization. And if the program you're offering is, under a 7, you have to look at changing that offering. So, speak to suppliers, go out and just get a cross section. There's no obligation for a conversation. I've said it before, you don't have to go through the whole RFP process, a request for conversation just to find out what's going on. Speak to your colleagues. Is it a generic kind of program, process that's happening everywhere? Is somebody happy with the people they're using? Are there interesting things out there? Trust me when I say that your current supplier is not going to tell you if there's a better service. If I'm working with a customer, I'm not going to go in and say, hey, we're doing a good job, but ABC company, our competitors, they do a hell of a job. They're really good at what they do, much better than we are. Think about that. Your orbit is being influenced by the people you're dealing with. So you have to get out of your orbit, speak to a cross-section of suppliers. You are the steward. This is the time to do it. Hug a mover. I'm free for conversation. There's no obligation. Do have a great overview and cross-section of the Canadian market. And if anybody wants to talk, my contact number is right up there. We could have a nice conversation about it. But hug a mover. Now's the time to make changes, because in 9 months, you're going to go through the same thing. So have a great day. See you soon.